I'm Kina Scollay. A couple of years ago, we were in the Foveaux Strait at the south of New Zealand searching for a huge female great white shark called 747. She was tagged many years ago here and hasn't been seen for a long time. It's really important to find her because we want to know how big she's grown, whether she's breeding, whether she's still alive. These huge females are totally elusive. In New Zealand, we see them year in, year out. When they get to a certain size, they disappear. It's a real mystery. And they are so important because these are the animals that are going to be keeping the species alive. They're the breeding stock. And this is the most important apex predator in the ocean. So that's why we built the first MechaShark, to allow us to walk further into the world of great white sharks. The idea was that if we gave them some visual references that they recognise, a dorsal fin, pectoral fins, a tail, shark-like things that they know, they might allow us further into their world. So with the first MechaShark, shall we call her 1.0, Al gave me some jet units, but we came into the same sort of problems. They would get caught in the weed. They didn't have enough power to manoeuvre in the current. I found myself being swept away from the boat, losing my reference, and really, really in trouble. This time, I've got 6 jet units. The steering is from multi-directional jets on gimbals. I can go up, I can go down, backwards and forwards. Utterly amazing manoeuvrability. So the coolest thing about that is that it allows me to really manoeuvre amongst the great white sharks, move with them, move away from them when I need to, and even better, know that I'm going to get back to the boat at the end of each dive. So one of the really interesting things that happened with MechaShark 1.0 is I actually got on by a great white shark. Now, you could definitely say that this should be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but it tells us some interesting things about how the MechaShark is working, how those visual cues, the shark fins and tail, are changing the behaviour of the great white sharks. Instead of coming in for a kill shot, who are you? Bang, bang, bang. They're really cautious, curious, checking me out. They were behaving as if I was another shark even. Absolutely remarkable. So the really interesting thing about that huge female great white shark biting the tail of the MechaShark is that, that's a totally different place than they would bite if they were trying to predate something, if they're hunting it, wanted to kill it. They bit the tail in some sort of a warn me off or even trying to get my attention. You might say that I should have been terrified that that cage wouldn't hold up to that enormous power because you feel it. It was phenomenal. But actually, there's so much technology gone into the design of this machine that I was confident. I knew it was okay. Still super full on, but super interesting. So having to swim out of the MechaShark and get into the main cage, well, first of all, I had to take my comms mask off. For a long time there, I've got no vision at all. You've got to put your other mask on, get yourself sorted, and I had to completely trust Mark's judgment because I can't be looking around all the time, and there's also a whole lot of technical diving elements of it. So much going on, it's a really full-on experience. Piloting the MechaShark has been an amazing experience. Super cool to be able to drop down through the water column, kind of like a helicopter, hover there, move right with the great white sharks. I mean, it really has allowed me to walk into their world, or swim or fly, whatever you want to call it, but it's super cool. The MechaShark has really progressed our filmmaking and our study of great white sharks because it allows us to move away from the boat, move away from where they're really just reacting to human influences and to walk with them into their world. The most full-on experiences I've had in the MechaShark are pretty much when I'm stuck on the bottom. When you're stuck on the bottom of the ocean and there's a whole bunch of great white sharks above you, you're trying to figure out how to get back to the top, and they're trying to figure out how to get in. It's just really full on.